Hello everyone, how are we doing? So real quick, without really wasting much of our time, I want to quickly reveal to us guys what I'm currently looking at as the market is about to open. So I want us guys to understand that whatsoever I will be sharing with us guys on this chart is my own personal opinion because trading is a very high probability game, right? So I want us guys to keep that in mind so that whatsoever I will be sharing with us guys, we will all keep it in mind that this guy is just observing the masses and doing the opposite. So I don't want us guys to really keep it like I don't really want us guys to give it 100% that whatsoever this guy is looking at it must deliver to us just like the way he showed us guys. I want us guys to really get out of that mentality, right? I really want us guys to get out of that kind of point of view. I really want us guys to think in probability because that is what I also do, right? I'm just observing the masses and doing the opposite. So here is Europe USD. Let's really get started. Here is Europe USD. As you can see on my chart, we're on the 4 hours time frame. Probably I would have loved to start off from the daily time frame. That's for the top, from the higher time frame to the lower time frame, right? Because probably when you're looking to start up your analysis, you need to understand the overall sentiment from the higher time frame to the lower time frame. But I don't really want to make this video so long, so I just want to quickly share with us guys what I am actually seeing off from the particular time frame that I'm really looking at price should deliver to me, and then I started looking for taking advantage of the particular trade idea I will be sharing with us guys today. So here is Europe USD. We can see how the market is really trending bearish. You can see we have a form of low, high, a new lower low, a new lower high. So we deliver a new lower low right here. Probably I know there is a lot of individuals that will be mistaking this as a lower low, but probably this is not a valid lower low. You can see price did not break below this low, this previous lower low with the body of the candle. They just weak out that low and have this pullback. So this is our new lower low. So where I'm actually expecting to start shorting this market off, is from these supply zones right here, which you can see I identify as a POI. And what POI simply means is a point of interest, right? This is my point of interest. This is my area of confidence where I'm, really looking at price should buy up to, and then mitigate, give me my entry model. Then I start shorting the market, targeting this week. Why am I, looking to target this week? Because probably if price fails to take out this strong high, because you can see how market is really trending bearish. So probably this is our protected high that we are not, we are really expecting price should not really take out. So here are the supply zones that I'm really looking at, to short this market off from. So let me briefly give us, a reason why I'm really looking at those supply zones for mitigation. So apart from this first supply zone right here that we can see that we have a graph of liquidity to the upside before the down move, right? And let's take a look at how price actually engulfed this last bullish candle before the down move, right? Which is known as order block, or whatever you feel like calling it, supply zone, anything that you feel like calling it, right? If you know what is actually happening right here, it is you can call it anything you feel like calling it. So we have this you know last before the down move candle, and we can also see how price really engulf this last before the down move candle, which is known as supply zone. You can see how price really engulf that candle, and this candle right here also represents a breaker block, because probably we have what the retail stop loss that are above this high, that we can see price really how the sellers really drag price to really push lower, and then we have this large institutional candle that grab all those liquidity. So this is where the buy actually started from. So this represents as a breaker block that potentially I'm really looking at price should come, mitigate, then start giving me my entry model, then I start looking for a short position. So this is the reason why I'm really looking at this supply zone as area of targeting, right? So let me quickly show us guys this lower time frame refinement so that we can see how high probable that's this zone right here actually looks for targeting, right? So I want us guys to understand that I don't just look at a supply zone just because a supply zone looks clean for targeting. I make sure that that supply zone meets up with the criteria, right, that I personally look out for in order for me to actually look at a supply zone as a valid supply zone that I can potentially put my confidence on when having patience to see how price will be pushing back, for mitigation. So yes, I think it looks the refinement was on the 15 minutes time frame. So let's look at the 15 minutes time frame. We can see we have this up move right here. We can see we have this up move, and we have this up move. Look at what I'm trying to show us guys. Let me zoom in more. We can see we have another graph of liquidity right here. After grabbing this liquidity, we can see price really sell down aggressively, and we left this indecisional candle right here. We can see we have these 2 weeks here. I call this an indecisional candle, and also we left an imbalance, right? That price can potentially come back and fail. And seeing those kind of zones right here, seeing those kind of zones are very very high probability zones that price can potentially come back and mitigate. We have the graph of liquidity, we have imbalance, we have indecisional candle all resting in one position. So if you are really identifying this kind of areas of price, if you are really seeing this kind of price action as an area of interest, probably there are very high probability zones where you should potentially look at for mitigation. So we have this zone right here as a very high probability zone, and also this zone right here really mess up with what I actually look for a confirmation, right, when identifying my supply or demand zone. So we also have this right here. We can see this is the second supply zone that I'm actually anticipating right here. If this supply zone right here will not really hold price, will not really hold price, then potentially I will be looking at this extreme supply zone right here. That's the last before the overall down move right here. And we can see right here during my refinement, we can see that we have this last up move before the down move that actually left this imbalance and also grab liquidity, because probably we have sellers right here. Let me zoom in more so that we can all see that. Right, let me zoom in more so that we can all see that we have this liquidity that was actually captured here before this down move. We have indecisional candle, we have imbalance that is actually aligning here, and all these are price action imbalance that price is always attracted to coming back for what mitigation. So probably this zone right here really makes sense for me to actually put my confidence that price can potentially respect off this zone and start selling off from. So looking at this zone right here, we can see all those price action. This zone right, this last before the down move candle has been mitigated by this week right here, and also this has been mitigated, and this has been mitigated. So this is the only supply zone right here that they have yet come back for a mitigation. So probably the institutional orders is still resting here. So there is high potential that if this supply zone right here will not hold, then potentially I will be expecting this one right here to hold. And probably I don't really go aggressively. I always wait for a confirmation. I really wait for a confirmation. I really wait for a confirmation in order for me to start taking action on my trading idea, because that is what actually make my trading idea a very sound trading idea, waiting for that confirmation. So if this high right here got taken out, if this high right here got taken out, that means probably we have an inducement in the market. They have captured the liquidity, because probably we have people that are really selling from this high right here. Their stop loss above here. So once they take out this high, that shows that the liquidity that is resting above this high, that's the retail stop loss has been captured, and potentially price should respect the supply zone, then give me my lower time frame confirmation. Then I start looking to short this market, and we can see how simple the trade idea really looks. So if you're interested on this trade idea, you can actually add it to your watch list, and let's have patience to see how price will really deliver to us guys, right? Because we all know that trading is 100% waiting, right? It's 80% waiting, 10% buy, 10% sell, 80% waiting. So we wait, right? We wait, and see how the idea will actually be delivering to us, and before taking advantage of it. So probably if this trade idea right here did not really deliver to me, just like the way I'm sharing it with us guys here, probably I can wait for a new trading range to be formed in order for me to start taking action. And I'm just seeing this right now. I'm probably seeing an harmonic pattern. This is the X. I'm seeing a bat harmonic pattern right here on my chart. Like I'm gonna show us guys that. So we have the X leg right here. We have A right here. We have B. We have C. We have D. So let's quickly bring out our fib level. If this B leg right here is aligning with the 38.2 of our fib level, I will probably consider this as a bat harmonic pattern, and probably I will be looking at this zone right here. If this zone right here will be aligning with the 88.6 of our fib level, that totally confirm that bat harmonic pattern is actually playing out. So let me quickly bring out my fib level. Let's measure that. So this is my 38.2 of my fib level. So from this high to this low, I'm looking at to see the mitigation at the 38.2. Perfectly. Can we see that? So let me quickly bring out my fib. Let me quickly bring out my harmonic tool. So can we see that we have the X, A, B, we have the C right here. So like I said to us guys, looking at the D leg, I want to see this one aligning with 88.6. Can we see that? So this is a bat harmonic pattern, a very nice confluence, right? A very nice confluence. So this is what I'm really looking at to see on Europe USD. Additional with this harmonic pattern, this really give me more confidence of seeing price really buying up, right? But I'm not still gonna take off this supply zone because this supply zone right here make a lot of sense to me. So I'm gonna keep this supply zone, you know, I'm gonna keep the supply zone on and see how price will really deliver to that supply zone. That is why I usually wait for a confirmation. I know probably there's individuals that will be like, okay, let's sell from here or let's sell from here like that, right? I don't do that. I don't do that. When doing this, I don't really feel confident doing that. And that this if I'm doing such kind of trading, I don't really look at it as a sound trade idea, right? So I want to see price confirming my zone, right? I really want to see price confirming my zone. I want to see how price will be reacting up from my zone that I am actually having confidence on, right? So that is, if I'm seeing the kind of reaction that I want to see in price and price is showing me willingness that we are ready to start selling down on the lower time. That is when I started looking to involve on the that is when I started looking to involve on any given trade. Because I can't just place my limits here, place my it doesn't really make sense to me. So you can see the kind of confluence I'm seeing on Euro USD. Additional with this harmonic pattern, which is bat harmonic pattern. So this is what I'm really looking at on Euro USD. I'm looking to short Euro USD. Very simple. You can see how the trade idea is very simple. If I'm looking at the chart and I'm seeing the trading idea is very complex, I just stay away from it. I don't need to force it. So the reason why I'm looking at this is because this trade idea pretty looks simple, right? It really looks simple to me that I should really put my confidence on, and I should have patience on in seeing how price will be really delivering to me in order to take action. So let's look at GBP USD. Probably will be the same thing because those two pairs correlate, right? So say if I will be seeing on Euro USD, it's the same thing I will be seeing on GBP USD. But sometimes they have different movements. It happens like that. You know that through experience, right? So here is Euro USD. I'm looking at it from the GBP USD. I'm looking at it from the 1 hour perspective. Like I told us guys, I look at the 1 hour and the 4 hours time frame where I actually plan my trading. I probably look at the 15 minutes or 30 minutes time frame, sometimes 5 minutes time frame for my confirmation entry. I don't share that secret with us guys for free. So here is Euro USD, the same thing. Like I said to us guys, Euro USD, GBP USD, the same thing. So GBP USD, I'm looking to short the market up from here, and we can see like I don't really need to explain much further on this guy right here. We can see we have equal highs, relative equal highs right here. We have first touch, second touch. We can see how the institutions actually work sweeps all the retail stops, right? They capture the buy side liquidity. After capturing that buy side liquidity, we can see how price really move aggressively to the downside. And also we can see we have an engulfing candle, right? We have an engulfing candle after price capture that liquidity. We probably call this an FU candle, right? Probably we call this an FU candle. We can see how price left this FU candle unmitigated and also left this tiny imbalance. So supply zones that are aligning with imbalances are very high probability zones for targeting, right? Are very high probability zones for targeting. So can we see this? We have this tiny imbalance right here that can serve as price should really come back for what mitigation. A price can serve as coming back for mitigation. So here, we can see we have a great liquidity grab, we have, an engulfing candle, we have an imbalance. Look at how price really move aggressively to the downside, and probably they left this zone unmitigated. So the expectation right now is to really see price taking out this high because I'm looking at this as inducement. Probably price should, really. Oh, I'm still looking at the GBP. Oh my God, what did I? I'm like, no wonder I'm seeing the same thing. Like, that's why I was telling us guys that everything looks alike because I've looked at this. Like, you can see it's the same trade idea. Wow. Oh my God. Did I just do that? Did I just do that? Oh, sorry for that, family. Sorry for that. So here is GBP USD, the same thing, like the same trade idea. We can see like there's not much differences, right? The only differences is this is where the liquidity was built up, right? This is where the institutions, the smart money, actually build up liquidity, and this is where they started coming in the market, and we have this FU candle, we have this imbalance. So we can see it's the same price action, right? You can see it's the same price action. So probably we have this, aggressive push to the downside, and probably we also have these demand zone right here. But considering this demand zone as a mitigated, sorry, considering this supply zone as a mitigated supply zone. So probably if price will really buy up to this supply zone, this become a liquidity that price will potentially come back and what capture. Because while I'm also looking at this supply zone, we can see we have imbalance. Like the same thing I just finished sharing with us guys on Euro BSD, the same thing is happening on GBP USD. Oh, what is that? What is that like? Oh my god, what did I just do like that? I just moved to the 1 hour time frame. I did not even look at the particular pair. Oh my god, I really fucked up. But anyways, it's the same thing on GBP USD, the same thing on Euro USD. I'm also looking to short the market. Probably I was looking at this, when price was still here. That was as for last week, right? I was really looking at this as a liquidity that price can potentially come and capture, which you can see that liquidity has been captured perfectly, right? You can see price has captured that liquidity, and probably what I'm really expecting now is to see price buying up, also capturing this high right here, buying up, right? Filling up those, capturing this liquidity, filling this tiny imbalance, mitigating this portion where the institution are actually in drawdown, then giving me my lower time frame confirmation. Then I started looking for a short position, right? So this is what I'm currently looking at on Euro USD. And where am I looking for targeting on GBP USD? I mean, where am I looking for targeting? You can see right here we have a relative dynamic liquidity right here that is being built up, right? So this will serve as our area of targeting. Probably we'll be really looking to target this week low. Why is this a week low? Because potentially if price fail to take out this strong high, this will become our next area of targeting, and this will become our week low where we can potentially look at for price to really sell down and take out, regardless of the structure also, right? Because we know the structure is really bearish, so we should expect more sales in the market. So this is what I'm really expecting, right? I want to see price taking out this buy side liquidity, mitigating of this supply zone right here, then giving me my lower time frame confirmation, and then I start looking to short the market down. So this is my personal opinion on Europe USD and GBP USD. This is what I'm really thinking the market should really do, right? This is what I'm this is the probability that I'm really seeing on Europe USD and GBP USD. So probably I share only two trade idea on my weekly review, but today I'm gonna show us guys. I'm gonna like review all the pairs that I personally look out for in the market, which is now I'm heading to GBP JPY. So let me quickly show us guys what I'm looking at on GBP JPY. So GBP JPY, the overall sentiment is bullish from the daily time frame. So I just want to make this video real quick. Like I want us guys to learn something with this review, like this particular market review that I'm actually showing us this particular review of pairs that I'm actually reviewing. I want us guys to learn something from this. And what did I really want us guys to learn from this? I want us guys to learn that looking at setups that are not really gonna stress you, right? I want you guys to learn how to look at setups that when you just come to the chart, you have already know what you are looking at. Stop looking at setups that when you come to the chart, you'll be like stressing yourself, like, oh, what is this? What is happening? What is happening? You would like you have so much doubt on those kind of setups. So you want to be looking at high quality setups, right? You want to be looking at high quality setups that are you actually have confidence on them, waiting to see how price will really deliver. You know, those are the kind of setups that you are really looking to. Those are the kind of setups that you are really supposed to be looking at in the market. You don't want to be like stressing it, trying to squeeze your brain, squeeze yourself, to fit in on the kind of trade idea that probably that it doesn't really make sense to you. So you will be looking at A1 setups, right? So you know that even when they did not deliver, you know that probably those setups are very high probability setups, and probably it is the market that actually prove you wrong, because probably you have to accept that you will be wrong in this market. You really have to accept that, right? Because the moment you are trying to force yourself to always be right, trust me, you will be 90% wrong about the market. So you have to learn how to think in probability, right? That is the simple way to actually overcome that fear, right? You don't need to be trying to force yourself to be right. That is why there is no anything like being wrong or right in the market, because when you are right you can lose money, when you are wrong you can still lose money. So trade the probability, right? Just trade the probability, wait for your probability to actually deliver, wait for your area conferences to meet up, take action. That is all. So here is I'm saying much already. So here is GBP JPY. I'm looking at a long the market, and you can see right here. Probably we have this clean supply zone, demand zone right here that really makes sense for targeting. But the reason why I'm not really paying attention to this supply zone is because we have this dynamic liquidity, we have this static liquidity that price can potentially come back and capture. We know that the market move liquidity. The market actually need liquidity to actually move, right? The market really need liquidity to actually move. So potentially, what I'm really expecting is to see price capturing this liquidity. Probably we can see a kind of reaction right here, right? Or we can even see a choke, or potentially that choke will probably be what will really make price to push lower to the downside. It can happen like that because it has ever happened and I've ever seen it. So probably this is what I'm really expecting, this liquidity to be captured, then we see aggressive sales on the downside, we see a shift in structure from a lower time frame, confirming this demand zone right here, then we start looking to go long. Even though you miss this first move right here, you can wait for the second move. That is why you don't really need to worry about you know when you miss the first move. There is another entry model that is really coming up. Just understand how the structure moves, how how the structure move, how the structure breaks, and you are really set as a smart money trader, right? So even you miss this move, probably I'm really going out of I'm not really supposed to be teaching us guys this, but I'm really showing us guys for free. So when you miss this move, probably you can just sit and be patient and wait, because probably if price will really continue going bullish, probably there will be very nice opportunities that will really be setting up, right? Because if price break this high, and probably you're looking to sell down from here, and you end up not getting tagged in, and price break this high, probably regardless of the structure, right? You can look to what buy off from here, and probably if you still move, market will still keep moving in structure, because the market cannot just move like this, right? There are times that the market actually moves like that, but not all the times. If you see the market really move like this, that means there is either high impact of news, or the market there is high volatility in the market that is really there are many participants in the market that are really causing the market to move very aggressively like that. So here is what I'm really looking at on GBP JPY. So this is what I am here to really share with us guys today, family. So if you really find those trade idea very valuable, you can add this to your watch list, and let's have patience in seeing how price will really be delivering to this trade idea, and then once they deliver to us just like the way we are expecting, then we take action. Probably I did not really share with us guys the reason why I'm making at this demand zone right here for mitigation, but we can see it clearly. We have imbalance right here. We have last before the up move candle, we can see we have indecisional candle, we have and this volume that actually cause price to really move to the break of this high. And probably this zone has not been yet mitigated. They also left that that this zone right here unmitigated. So probably right here we have the institutional orders that is resting, because we also have a graph of liquidity down here. Price sweep those liquidity. People that are buying from there, we can see they take out the sell side liquidity, then we have this up aggressive move to the upside. So especially we can see the kind of confluence that is really aligning on this demand zone right here. So probably I believe that this demand zone will also be aligning with the 88.6 of our fib level, which is a very nice discount price where we look for a buy. So can you see that very perfectly? So let's wait and see how this probability will really be delivering to us, and see what the market really have for us this week. So I want us guys to keep this in mind, right? I want us guys to really trade our plan, and don't get FOMO, right? Don't really get FOMO, because there are full of opportunities in the market, right? There are full of opportunities in the market. When you miss a particular move, there is still another opportunity that is coming. So the market is full of bunch of opportunities. So do not get FOMO. Do Do not get depressed because you see other traders winning or winning, making a lot of money during the trading week. Do not really get FOMO. Only wait for your own trade idea to actually play out in order for you to take action. Because if you get FOMO because others are trading, you will end up making a lot of mistakes in the market, because this is what a lot of traders really battle with, right? This is what a lot of traders really battle with. You finish planning your trade. After finish planning your trade, you go to Instagram, you go to Twitter, and you see, whether Kojo, whether Habib, whether Trade Rich are, currently trading. Then you started getting FOMO. You started feeling like, why am I not trading? Like, I'm supposed to be trading also because Kojo is trading, Habib is trading, Trade Rich is trading. Then you're supposed to be trading also. No, you're not supposed to be trading. What you're supposed to do is what? Sit down, wait for your probability to actually deliver to you. That is why I want us to always come with this mindset that you showing up every day on your chart does not mean you should be trading every day, right? You showing up on your chart every day is for you to analyze and wait for your own personal trade idea to deliver to you in order for you to take action. That is the best way to overcome, FOMO, and some depression of seeing others actually trading, and you also need to be trading. So you showing up is for you to sit down, analyze, and actually wait for your own probability to actually deliver to you. It's just like, let me give us this simple example. It's just like, as a businessman, maybe you sell cars. You don't expect whenever you open your shop, you don't expect that you must, you just come with this mindset that, yes, I want to open my shop today, and God, I want you to bring customers for me. So it's the same way as trading. Okay, as I finish analyzing my chart today, Lord, give me the opportunity for me to be able to trade. It's as simple as that. You don't really need to like be very depressed because you are not trading. Because the more you are depressed that you really need to trade, I assure you that you will keep breaking your trading plan. And the more you break your trading plan, the more you take losses in the market. So it's as simple as that. So keep this in back of your mind, and trade your own plan and plan your own trade. It's as simple as that, and have patience, right? Because trading is 10% buy, 10% sell, 80% waiting. That is patience. So let's go, family. I wish us all a profitable week, and I believe that we all are going to be profitable when we stay disciplined in the market. So let's go, family. If you really love what I'm really doing right here, I will be excited, very excited, if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my video, and drop me a comment. I will be so excited if I see you doing that. Trust me, family, I will be so excited. Thank you very much for actually spending time watching this as well. So let's go, family.